ordered a new head unit for my Lexus RX350. The head unit's a bit average in it, so wanted to upgrade it to have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I ordered it from AliExpress on the Navi Rider store. Came in 2 boxes. So this is what we got in one box. This looks like that is the mounting plate. When you replace the original head unit, you put that in, and in this bag is the moulding, which goes into the dash, so that will mould onto it like so. Got these clips here. That is for the new head unit. We'll be able to slide in, click in, and then you've got a hole to add a Phillips head screw. In the box is another 3 screws, and I think it's to fix this bracket, the mould, to the mounting bracket, like so. In the other box is the head unit itself. For the harness equipment. So I think we've got a rather large harness here to add a whole heap of aftermarket stuff. This here is the aerial for the Bluetooth for the phone to have wireless Apple CarPlay. A new microphone, harness for a reversing camera, I assume. Harness for the USBs. It's got 2 USBs, and the GPS. Yeah, I don't really want to be threading this all through the trim, so I think I will just stick this up here within the head unit, just behind the head unit itself. Here is the head unit. It's rather large. I think it's 12.3 inches. It's got 4 plugs. I think that's the main harness, original harness, and that's a reversing camera. And this will be, I assume, for the USBs or any other things. That's the GPS, and that's for the phone aerial. And you sort of see here, we've got the clips here and the screw. Although I don't think I've got a screw for the unit itself. And that's the screen right there, so it's rather large. So hopefully it's pretty straightforward. So I've just got the original head unit out. So you can see there, it's got the 3 plugs. There was nothing in this one. So the plugs I'm going to be using is that one and that one. I'll probably use this one, this one for the USB harness. This is what has to go in its place. Boom, like so. So I've got to put this back in the car. Turns out I was way off. We did need that big harness. So I've connected that in there, It then leaves these 2, which will connect up to up here. So I've got to thread it through up the back. There was a reversing camera harness. I've had to plug that into the black thing, so I had it totally around the wrong way, and I just use these 2 go into there, and this yellow one into the reversing camera up there. So I've just got to thread these through and poke them out up the top here. I finally got everything connected. I ended up purchasing off Amazon a cigarette lighter port. I switched it out and put these USB extenders. I'll post a link in the description. I drilled out this hole a little bit wider here and threaded the audio jack, which goes in here obviously. I'll clip that back in. If I can. Not being very agreeable. There we go. Click that back in like so. So that's pretty much everything back together wires-wise. I ended up using the big harness in here. I had to unplug the big wire harness and pretty much plug in the one that came with it. The reversing camera harness plugged into the black port that was in the original head unit. That was pretty straightforward. The yellow plug then went into the yellow plug of the big harness, and then all the other plugs went into the back of the head unit. Now it's quite simple to just lift off and pull out like so. Everything's there, and pull back in. Now it didn't come with a screw to put it all back in, but there is one you can fix it in there, but I don't think it's going to fit. The moulding fits very snugly, but there is no movement whatsoever. It's a good distance to reach. Got everything. Got the original car system. Boom. You can go back to the old one. Now, so once you've got to connect in the audio jack into the original audio port here, right there, like so, and then you got to go to media. Oh, you can still use these controls, media, and boom, go across, and then select auxiliary. That will allow for you to have your voice, the sound work. Right, now we've got Apple CarPlay. Everything is all good. It's a pretty good unit. It's nice. It's a little bit of a reach, but there's nothing you can really do about it because, you know, the dash is so set far back. You can just unplug the audio, so you've still got the controls to move. And you can do a lot of different things. It's got a lot of features. Hit menu. Boom, car door open. So your apps, so much stuff with this here. We go across, Apple CarPlay, boom, there it is. A lot of features. I didn't bother connecting reversing camera, new one. I just kept the old one. I only really use it to measure how far back I'm going. Yep, it's sweet. Like, I cannot understand why you would not get this unit if you're looking for an upgrade. It's got everything you need. You know, there's not gaps at all. Yeah, it's brilliant. I would give this 10 out of 10. Now, the people I bought it off of on AliExpress, they kept in touch with me with WhatsApp. I never waited more than 10 minutes for a reply. I sent photos of what to do, and it was pretty straightforward. Like, you know, they were very helpful. Yep, this is a brilliant unit. Cost me $1,000. Cost me about 23 bucks for this little USB thing. But it just makes it a little bit neater, I think. And you can, you know, now I've got 3 USB ports, and, you know, The wireless works brilliantly. I've chucked the wireless aerial for the Bluetooth just in here on the other side. So you could lift this up. It's just in underneath there. But yeah, the hardest thing about this job was probably getting that cigarette lighter out. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Good old Lexus. I'll catch you later.